10,986.5 days left to live. Yeah! That's if I live to the average life expectancy of an Aussie male, which is currently 81.1 years. I'm 51, give or take 30 years, just under 11,000 days left to live. Why am I talking about this today? Well, a couple of videos ago, I talked about one of the beginning of all wisdom is the fear of God, yeah? Today I want to talk to you about the second best way to receive wisdom, to gain wisdom, and Moses was recorded as saying this in Psalm 90 verse 12. He said, "Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom." Yeah, there's nothing like numbering your days, numbering the amount of seconds on the clock to gain a heart of wisdom, to know what to do and when to do it, and the urgency of doing it. I'm chatting to you about this today because I lost a mate 2 days ago after a battle with cancer for 4 years. He finally he passed, and there's nothing like the death of a relative or a close friend to shake you and to get you to reassess everything you do. And when you number your days, you gain a heart of wisdom. I love watching a bit of NBA, yeah? Obviously the last 2 minutes of every game, if the scores are close, time seems to stretch out. Every second seems to count. Coaches are calling timeouts here or there. Players are milking the clock or icing the clock. They're doing whatever they can to either stretch or compress time to make the most of those last seconds. And in life, we've only got one game, and you never know. This is the kicker today, which can really get you, and it might trigger you, especially if there's an unexpected or earlier than expected death or loss. In the case of my mate who passed, 4-year battle with cancer, we kind of knew, he knew, family knew that the clock was ticking. We did manage to get a quite significant time extension 18 months ago. I was praying for him and telling him about Jesus, and he had massive breakthrough in his treatment results, and he felt like, and he attributed at my 50th last year, he was telling people, "Oh, when that young fella there," oh yeah, young fella, yeah, I'm so young, when that young fella Marty prayed for me, when he prayed for me, something happened. Everything went up, results came better. Oh, I reckon I got a life expectancy, a bit of a time extension." Not that he played Daytona, but you know what I mean? He reckons he had a time extension. Look, even if you get a healing, you get a time extension, you got to go at some stage. Yeah, I don't know anyone who's been living forever. So you got to go at one stage, yeah? It's appointed for us to live once and die once, yeah? Our time is up, and sometimes your time's up earlier. And you know, tragic. I've had a couple of kids die in my hands. I've had I think 5 blokes die in my arms. I happened to be the guy that was there when they took their final breath, when they tragic circumstances, dying of anaphylactic shock before the time when there were defibs and EpiPens everywhere, you know. Mate, anaphylaxis, that'll get you in real short time. I've done CPR on several guys. You know, I'm just a PE teacher, mate. I'm, retired PE teacher. I'm not like an AMBO or a paramedic that has to do this day in, day out. I'm not a doctor or a nurse that's, bedside doing this for, day in, day out. I'm not the undertaker. I'm not the coroner or anything like that. I'm just a knockabout regular bloke that I just happen to be around. I kind of joke, I'm either leading people to eternal life or leading people into eternity. But look, don't get triggered from what I say today. I'm just trying to bring you a message that always happens when someone close to you dies. If it's expected, or more importantly, when it's unexpected, you just got to number your days, people. And if you number your days, like I said, you got 30 years left to live, maybe you've got more years left to live, but look, the reality is any of us could die at any stage. Mate, the roof could cave in on my head here. I could get eaten by a shark tomorrow if I'm in the ocean. A vending machine could fall on me at the local basketball stadium. Mate, lightning could hit me up here. Flipping brown snake could hit me, whatever colour it is. I don't even know what colour they are because I'm colourblind, but the wiggly stick, the note rope, they can get you. Yeah? You don't know when you're going to go. Car crash. How many times do you drive on the road and there's like trucks and buses and this and that and going on? Mate, if anyone loses concentration for a split second, it's all over, mate. And this stuff happens every day, so you need to number your days. You need to get right now. Yeah? Fast track to wisdom. Fear God, number your days. It's the 1-2 punch. Yeah? It's the uppercut and the right cross. Boom. That'll smack some sense into you. You want some wisdom? Mate, get some wisdom from this. Number your days, people. And I encourage you as well, if you've got a relative, you've got a friend, you've got an acquaintance that's, doing the hard yards with an illness, mate, go visit them. Call them. Ring them. Book the flight. Go see them one more time. Infuse some hope. If you've got a relationship, you've got something where you need to reconcile, mate, don't leave it until you're either bitter or sobbing over their tombstone. Talk to them now. Press pause on this video and go make the call. Do it. Oh, man. Yeah, just do it, people. Make every moment count. I don't want to talk about like just the trivial nature of, business opportunities or, yeah, that's for another video, making the most of every opportunity, Today's about life. Today's about life and death. That's the inspiration for this video. Just make every moment count. If you're a parent out there, you're a dad, you got kids. Click your fingers, mate. They're gone. They're out of the house. Sometimes before 18, sometimes at 18, or they're going off to uni. Sometimes they're stuck around till 30 and you kind of want them to go, don't you? But you know what I mean. Childhood, boom, it's gone. You're married, yeah? You make every moment count with your missus. Don't squander it. Things that are important to you, number your days. Get that heart of wisdom. Nothing lasts forever, not even life. So I want you to be prepared. I want you to be prepared. I want you to, rinse the cheese, mate. Trim the fat. Get rid of all the fluff. Yeah? Get rid of it all. Keep the main thing the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. Make what seconds you do have stretch out. Make what time you do have on the clock, yeah? Never know, mate. Never know when the coach is going to call time out and sub you off. You just never know. I'm not saying God just does that. I'm not saying God just extinguishes. I'm not saying that. Don't get me wrong here, okay? But you just don't know when your time's up. So number your days. I'm urging you. Number your days and make today count. Today's the day. Today's the day, not tomorrow. Today. Today, if you hear his voice, don't harden your heart. Don't stiffen your neck. Today is the day. Fear God, number your days. Mate, you're on a fast track to wisdom. You don't need no Hustler University for that, okay? You don't need no JP for that. Just need the book, mate. Need the book. You need the way. You need the Creator. Get right with God. Get your name written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Make sure you got eternity sorted out. And then here on earth, man, gain that heart of wisdom. Do it, people. There's nothing like a death close to you to help you re-examine how you live. Now, a lot of us, someone dies, someone passes away, tragedy happens. You go through the 7 stages of grief. And a lot of us go back to exactly the way we were. Don't let that be you. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Change forever. Yeah? Change forever. When one of my kids died, when was it? 2020? Yeah, when one of my kids died. Mate, I held him for 3 days. For 3 days, I was asking God to get him back. I didn't get him back. But geez, I had 100 days after that of absolute supernatural experiences that I'll share on another time. I've journaled them all. I'll release that 100-day diary one day. But boy, it's nothing like holding life and death in your hands. Nothing like holding life and death in your hands to bring clarity and to bring change into your life. I don't wish this upon you, but look, death happens to everyone, okay? I guess sometimes in our, privileged, Western, comfortable world, we're shielded from a lot of this, aren't we? And, thankfully through human progress and technology, we're not just dropping like flies all the time. We've got medicines, we've got treatments, we've got hospitals, we've got doctors, we've got elongated life, yeah? Brilliant. I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying we should all be just gluttons for punishment and disease. No way. We're trying to lift everyone to the most flourishing existence they can have. But at the end of the day, death comes knocking on all of us. Yeah? Visits all of us. Are you ready? Get ready. Today's the day. Get ready. So that whatever time you've got left from now to the day you breathe your last, you are operating out of sheer wisdom, mate. Not tomfoolery, yeah? Not shenanigans, not horseplay. You're operating out of old school, authentic, ancient Adonai intelligence. You're operating out of the wisdom that can only come through fear of God and numbering your days. That's my encouragement to you today. If you need to get undone, yeah, you're triggered somehow by this video, you've had a death recently, you're in the midst of perhaps losing someone, mate. Speak hope into the situation, yes. Go through the stages of grief you need to go through. Get undone, feel it. Don't just bite your lip off because you got, stoicism as your mantra. Mate, you got to feel it. You got to go through it. You got to experience it all. Like Jesus, mate. Yeah? Shortest verse in the Bible. Jesus wept at the death of his mate Lazarus. He wept, mate. He felt it. He felt it. It's not like Jesus was walking around without emotion. He was grieved. Yeah? Sweat and blood before his own death, knowing what was coming up to him in the crucifixion. Sweat and blood in the Garden of Gethsemane. Sweat and blood, mate. So he knows what it is like to feel death. Yeah? So get in touch with that. Let that emotion come out so you don't just suppress it. We don't want to suppress it, yeah? We don't want to suppress it. You want to feel it. But you want to feel it with hope. Okay? You want to feel it with hope, and you want to defeat death. You want to not be afraid of death. I'm not talking about being a fool, and just cheating death or being so cavalier. No, we're not talking about that. Okay, we're not talking about that. But you want to be able to look death in the eye and say, I know what's past you, and past you is eternal life. Past you is victory. Okay? So anyway, if you got value out of this video today, consider hitting the like button and subscribing and turning on the notifications and all that jazz. I've got a cracker month coming up of episodes for you. But for right now, if you want to click on something I've done in the past month, click over here. Option A, option B. Go call someone. You need to call them. You call them. Call them now. Okay? Get your soul right. Do everything you need to do. Number your days, people. All right. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.